I think Villanova is playing the best basketball of any team in this tournament right now, alongside Duke, what we've seen in the first two rounds. That being said, this tournament is all about matchups, and Nova has drawn a really tough matchup in West Virginia. This is a really tough defensive team. Javon Carter is a guy who can shut down Jalen Brunson, the National Player of the Year. So I think that West Virginia has a chance to knock off probably the title favorite at this point in Villanova.
As for the Midwest bracket, so we get Duke and Syracuse, a matchup of legendary Hall of Fame coaches. And even though Syracuse is on a roll right now, Jim Boeheim talked about this the other day. Now they have to play someone that has seen them a lot, that's familiar with their system. What Syracuse runs with their zone, it's hard to prepare for. A lot of teams don't play zone regularly, so they don't practice against it regularly. Duke does play zone, so Syracuse is not going to catch them off guard. So I think this might be a region where we actually see the 1 and the 2 seed meet in the regional final.
Well, I think Texas Tech is a really intriguing team. This is a team that was in the top 5, hovering around there for parts of the season. They lost Keenan Evans to injury, and they weren't as good. He is clearly one of the best players in the country. He put them on his back in that game against Florida, and he can be an absolutely electric scorer. That was an impressive performance to me to get out of there. Now they play Purdue, a much different kind of team, but one that's limited without Haas. So I think Texas Tech gets the Elite Eight. They're really the only team I could see possibly beating Villanova. And if they get on a roll with Evans, watch out.
And then when you go to Kansas versus Clemson, I think that the Jayhawks, they haven't impressed me in the first two rounds. They're not playing their best basketball. I think they need to shoot well. They're a perimeter-oriented team. And Clemson we have to take seriously here, because this is a team that beat Auburn by 31 points. And just because, they had a certain type of regular season, they have looked awesome here in the first two rounds. So they have to be taken absolutely seriously. And I think that Bill Self has enough to get this team to the Elite Eight, but it's going to be closer than people realize.